Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I can't believe I'm actually this excited for this type of review, but I'm going to be reviewing the Sawzall. This is the brushless model. It's the P517 from Ryobi. It was the best one that I could find, and I've never had a nice Sawzall. I've always had one that I could just afford and get by with. So the fact that I could get this one and I can test it out for you today, I'm very excited about. So let's talk about some of the amenities on the tool itself. So first of all, the dry tool, this is right around 5.5 pounds, so 5.5 pounds. It has, it's a variable speed trigger, and it's 0 to 3,200 strokes per minute. It does have an articulating face on the front of it, so depending on if you're going around a radius, it will hug tight to that radius and you can get a clean cut. It does on the back side have a, I believe this is number 6 Allen wrench tool holder. It is a toolless blade change here, and the cool thing about this is if you pull it all the way up, it actually locks in place. It's going to be hard to see, but it has a tab here that allows you that you don't have to, hold one hand, so monopolize one hand while you're doing it. You can just pull the tab up, change the blade out like so, and pull it back up, and you're good to go. And it's locked in. And the same thing to change it. It's a neat little feature. I like it. Other than that, one of the things that drove me to buying this tool is the anti-vibe right here, and it's hard to see, but I can actually move this handle in and out fairly easy, which tells me that since it's malleable, it's going to be able to absorb a lot of that shock from what you find in typical sawzalls or hacksaws, stuff like that. There is a lock on the handle, and the bottom is solid, but since it is so flexible, I'm not expecting a lot of vibration. This is a brushless motor as well. Let's talk about the test. So I'm going to be using this is HP battery compatible. It does have the extra connections in the bottom. With that being said, I'm going to use a 6 amp hour HP battery. This is proven to be the best battery that I've used. I do not have the 9 amp hour HP batteries, but I'm looking to get them at some point once they go on sale. So first I'm going to, I have 4 2x4s stacked up. I'm going to saw straight down. Then I have a 4x6 here, and I'm going to make a couple different cuts going straight down here, thin cuts. And then for the final cut, this is a 6-inch diameter log. I cut down a tree and I save the logs just to make videos with, and once I cut them up, I burn them. But this has been sitting outside. It's probably sitting out there for 5 months or so. So it still has a lot of moisture in it. Where I live, it's pretty much a frozen tundra, so it's not that it's evaporating that much. But we'll see how it goes. I'm not using a log blade. I'm going to use a demolition blade. With that being said, I'm going to use the Diablo 6-inch wood demo blade. Diablo has seemed to be the best blades that I've bought. This is not the carbide tip. The reason why it's not a carbide tip is I want to see how a regular blade actually works out with this, and if I'm not able to achieve the stroke length within the log, then I'm going to use the 9-inch. And this is a typical wood demo blade as well. With that being said, first 2x4s, second the 4x6, and then the 6-inch log. Let's go ahead and get the test started. Wow. Wow, that was actually pretty impressive. I was surprised that we're able to cut through the 6-inch diameter tree. It's really thick. It's hardwood, and you know it's not dry. It is wet, and we were not using a pruning blade. And I did that on purpose. I wanted to use this wooden demo blade because I really wanted to put this thing to the test, and the blade's actually still pretty warm. The tool itself, it's warm, but the motor is cool where the motor's actually at. I just think where the friction, you know, where it has the strokes, that's probably the warmest, and that's to be expected because that's where you're going to get the most friction with the gears inside. But you know, there's some vibrations, but it wasn't too bad. You are having 3,200 strokes per minute, so be prepared. That's a high performance machine, so you know, you're going to get some vibration. Other than that, it performed better than all my other sawzalls that I have, or any of the hacksaws that I have. I'm very happy with this purchase. I'm very impressed with how it performed. It did great with the 6-amp battery. I'm sure it would do great with the 3-amp battery as well, but this guy here did well. Something I tried to do, and I know you noticed when I was cutting this log, I tried to really push it down, and I wanted to see if it would bog, and yeah, I got it to bog pretty good. I mean, you could do that with anything, but it kept up, you know, so it didn't cut out. It, you know, slowed down. It started to compensate. I could feel the HP kicking in, so I was putting a little bit more amperage into the tool itself, and it didn't fail, so that was awesome. Other than that, I would recommend this to anyone. The rubber overmold on top of this is really nice. It actually is a little more cushy than the others, and I would expect that, being the type of tool it is. Anti-vibe worked pretty well. I'm not going to say it's the best on the market, but it's better than I would say 90% of the tools out there. Great performance, great power. And I hope somebody got something out of this. Helps you and your purchases when you're going to the store. Right now, you can get this on sale while they still sell this at the Home Depot. They're coming out with a whole new HD line, but this is a brushless tool. It's $99. If you don't catch it on sale, it's normally $130, and that's for the tool only, not including the battery. So if you're already invested in the OnePlus lineup, I would dive into this real quick and grab them before they're gone. So everybody, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.